Hey everyone, Dylan here, and off the bat I just want to apologize for the weird editing. This is how my full screen looked. Yeah, I'm going to save you all from seeing that. Anyway, you might be questioning like why these people are taken out. I'll get into that in a second. But off the bat, I just want to say I got this from I think it's called WWE Draft 2024 Draft or something like that. And that's what I was basing the whole roster off of. Obviously, it's not up to date, so there might be a couple people missing. But this right here is because, to be honest, I just really didn't want to put NXT, or at least NXT 2024 in there. So I figured under is probably not going to happen, I'd put people who were at the time retired with Logan Paul, and I put in people like Baron Corbin, etc., that have been released. And I just put the whole NXT roster because even though there's a couple dream matches in here, probably not going to happen if I had to take a guess unless it's like a one-off event. Also, the mic quality might be different. Sorry, OBS records it weird. Oh, also, this, just a friendly reminder, this was recorded in November, so if my answers are off or anything, that's why. So, the three rankings I have is will possibly happen, could possibly happen, and it's probably not going to happen. We're going to start off the bat, will most likely happen with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. I mean, it could be for the title. It could simply just be a one-on-one. Hell, I don't know. I don't really care. I just think it's going to be a match between them two. Be really fun to watch. Me personally, I think Orton's going to take the title off of Cody, and then after he takes it off of Cody, it's going to be Orton versus Cena for the title one last time, and then Cena's going to take it off of him, have the year-long reign of terror that we know Cena for. And then retire peacefully at the end of the year. Then after that, there's Damian Priest. He's like, if this line is a middle ground, in my head, that's where he's lingering. Because the company probably wants Cena to put him over. But, I don't know. Could also not happen. I'm not taking into accountability how many matches Cena actually has. We're just taking in, fantasy booking throughout the next 365 days in the year. Theoretically speaking, 2024 is over with. Who's going to go against him? Yeah, probably. I'll put it in could. It could happen. Next up is Sami Zayn. He is leading the, it could happen train, right? I see it as, a good way to continue to put Sami over, but also it's not a match I think they're going to prioritize. You know what? Actually, Priest will lead that because I could see Priest before Sami. R-Truth, I think they're going to have a segment together. I don't necessarily think a match, so he's going to be the middle comforting ground, unless it's a tag team match. So he's the middle ground. The Miz also, again, outdated graphics as you can as you can clearly see, but The Miz, I think it's a possibility. They have a callback to that 2011 program. I put it above Sami, but realistically, I don't put it above Truth, which is wild to say. Austin Theory, I think it could happen. They could also have a callback. Again, I'd put Miz above him in that case. But, they have a nice little callback to, their little program in 2022. I don't know. I might put Sami above him, to be honest. It just depends. Because there's also the dynamic of a lot of these people, soon to be face, and Cena's a good guy, so I don't know how he would do that unless he wants a friendly competition against him or something. I don't know. Grayson Waller, I really want this to happen, so I'm going to be biased and put this right here on the... These are matches that are probably going to happen here. This is Dylan's fantasy booking starts here. Let me try that. I think that's more accurate. Ilya Dragunov, not going to happen. I want to put it in could possibly happen, because could you imagine him just beating the shit out of Cena, become this dominant heel that puts Cena in retirement because he beats the shit out of him? Oh my gosh, I would like that. Storyline wise, not beating the shit out of Cena. After that, we get AJ Styles. I'm going to put this in could possibly happen. Hell, I'll even put it above Truth at this point. They have to have a rematch after their classic series. Are you... Hello? That didn't happen. After their classic series, are you kidding me? They have to have a rematch. Sorry, Akam. You're going down to the... It's probably not happening. I'd see Dragunov over you. Same for Tozawa. I'd see Akam over you, though, to be fair. Andrade. There's a possibility of it happening. Will it? I'll put it down in the Sami Zayn one because a guy like me wants it to. You know what? No, it's probably not happening. I want it to happen. With all of my heart and soul, I want it to happen. But I don't think it's going to happen. I'm still debating that one. We'll come back to that. Then we got Angel. I'm sorry, not going to happen. Wait, did they have a program together back when, like, McMahon was really big on him? I don't remember. Same for Berto. I would see Tozawa over Berto. We're just going to get a tag team section going right quick. No, I'd see, honestly, I could see Dawkins over everybody up until that point. And Braun Breaker, I hope this happens. My heart and soul wants this to happen. So I'm going to put him like right here because I think it's going to happen. And Bronson Reed, I want this to happen. I want a big dominant heel to just beat up Cena. So I'm going to put this top 3. This is like the it could happen. You know what? No, I'm going to do this. Will most likely happen. That's my right now. Because he's got to go against Cody. No ifs, ands, or buts. I think he needs a rematch to these 3. It'd be nice to have like little throwbacks. They don't even have to be like long matches. It could literally be like under 5 minute matches. And I think he needs a program with somebody who's like quote unquote up and coming. I think that would be great. They might have a callback. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. Any of the matches he's already had with somebody, I'm going to put him like right. Well, that's not fair because he's had matches with Sami Zayn. He literally was his like NXT call-up match. Okay, there. Took me a second back and forth debating, but I think that's going to happen. Brutus Creed. Let's see here. I would put him. Be a nice squash match. I ain't gonna lie, but that's about the possibility in my mind. Carlito again. It'd be a nice throwback, but I'll put him in the area with Andrade and Iliad, where it'd be nice to see those matches, but I don't really think they're gonna happen. Then we got Carmelo Hayes. Again, nice to see that. I don't really think it's going to happen. Chad Gable, I'll put him on the very lowest scale of, like, could possibly happen. It'd be cool, but I don't see it happening. Oh, him and Punk absolutely has to. Obviously, nothing's confirmed yet where Punk said he'd like to work with him again, but it has to happen. It has to happen for my like childhood / teenagehood sake. It has to happen. Dexter is going to represent the Wyatt Six as a whole. I'm going to put it in the could possibly happen, the Wyatt Six as a whole. I think like that'd be a nice touching thing to him and Bray's feud. Be a nice little callback to that. And I wish they could do the creative videos that Bray could do for like a John Cena program. You know how cool that would be? And also put the Wyatt Six over. Dom, I'll put down at the lowest extent of could possibly happen. So let's fix this up. I'm going to put the Wyatt Six in this group area because it's in the borderline of like it'd be cool to see, but it's probably not going to happen versus like there's a high possibility of it happening. So it's just like right in the middle of that. You know what? I'll put you on the lingering side. Dragon Lee, sorry. Nah. Unless they have like a one-off match because Ray or for some reason. But I really don't even see that happening. Oh my gosh, you let him know, Squash. Yeah, you let him know. She had chirps, y'all. Drew McIntyre, I could see this, and honestly, I'll put him above Priest. Okay, so for could possibly happen, I'm going to add the thing of like could possibly happen means like they could just have like a little promo together or something like that too. So that's why like most of these are here. And you know what, if that's the case, I mean like most likely because I know Truth and him's going to have a thing together just because of their history. I can't say they wouldn't, but also Miz. Dang it. At this point, I just decided to take all the tag teams that are at least sticking together and not main eventers like Judgment Day, etc. And just put them all in the won't happen category. Spoiler alert. Save you some time. So next up is Finn Balor. I'm going to put it like at the lowest version of could possibly happen. It'd be cool, but the only way it would make sense is if they lean into the full Prince Balor character for him to do that. That would be the only way that it could make sense logically. Alright, next up is Giovanni Vinci. Oh my god, I forgot all about him. Sorry. No, it's not going to happen. While we're at it, let's just tackle Ludwig Kaiser. That's hard to say. Gosh, I'll put him here, and you need to be, like, with all due respect, like, here. Gunter, I could definitely see this happening. He is, like, at the same area, a little bit higher, to be honest. Let's say top 3. Because he's got the world title, he could be like, John, I have something you never had, the World Heavyweight Championship, and then talk about how prestigious it is, and Cena would be like, oh, okay, well, you want some to come get some, woo, boo, doo, boo. There, I booked it for you, WWE. I don't see him going against JD unless it's, like, again, like a one-off match. Jey Uso, there could be a possibility of them doing a segment together, but I really don't see it happening. Not because of him, but just because he's a babyface. I don't see them working against each other. Same for Jimmy Uso, unless we have, like, the Usos go up against Cena again. I don't really see anything for Johnny Gargano or Tommaso Ciampa. I'll be honest, at this point, I'm no longer, like, actually ranking the highest possibilities. I'm just saying yes or no. Karrion Kross, I want it to be a possibility because they never had a match together, and I think they'd have great chemistry. But I don't... Sorry, I had a cat interrupt my train of thought. Could possibly happen. I think it's in the same category as Finn and Gable and Sammy, where I would like to see it happen, so who knows, it could happen. Kevin Owens, I'll add him also in that little group, but above Finn, because I could see more possibility of that since he's a heel now. But also Finn's a heel, so these are all heels. Sammy's a babyface, so I couldn't see him, but all these heels I could see. Kofi Kingston, now that they're heels, I could see them doing a segment together, so I'm going to add him and Woods here just because they're going to do a segment together where Cena's like, man, y'all have changed, something like that, piss them off. I thought I put the Street Profits up here. Wait a minute. Sorry, my B. LA Knight, I could see them doing something together. I'm going to put them in the same category as these guys to where I could see them doing something together, but I don't know if it's actually a possibility. It's a probability, but it's not a possibility, I don't think. You know what? I separated this differently, but I'm going to go ahead and tackle this. I put Tama here because I figured, like, Solo could just represent Bloodline 2.0, but I'm going to use Tama to represent him, his brother, and Solo will represent Jacob, and, oh my gosh, my cat's losing it, Jacob and Solo. So, for Gorillas of Destiny to go against Cena, unless it's like a random tag team match, I don't think so, but I'll put them up on the same level as the Usos real quick. Who knows? Maybe I don't know. That'd be cool to see. I think it'd be cool to see. Next up is Omos. Me personally, I want this to happen, so I'm going to put it here. This is what I'm going to do. I don't know, I think he's out with injury right now or something like that. So it's a possibility, but it's not a probability. Again, it's one of those things like, if we had the big guys beat down Cena and gain sympathy on him, I'd love to see that. Otis, it'd be cool to see a backstage segment with them, just having Otis pop John, but I really don't think it's going to happen. Now I kind of want to see it. Same for Pete Dunne, I don't see it happening. I mean, Randy Orton, I think that answers itself. It's literally my number 2 pick. Like, literally, that's my order right now. Just because Orton has to be the guy to take the title from Cena, or he has to be the guy to give Cena the title. If he took the title for Cena, I'm just suggesting give him a punt kick, send him into retirement that way, so Cena can't be like, hey, thank you all for the many years. I feel complete now. Have Orton just be the ultimate dickhead heel, low blow him, and then punt kick him to send him on his way packing, and then take the title from him and hold it up hostage. We get the Viper Orton back. Either that or Orton's going to win it from Cody, and then Super Cena's going to beat Orton for a last time. They shake hands, and that's how both of them ride off in the sunset this Mania. Rey Mysterio, I don't think it's going to happen, but it could possibly happen. Shinsuke versus Cena, I don't see it happening, but it could possibly happen, especially with him being this crazy one. Cena could be like, yeah, I'm not going to come back and go after the world title immediately, but I will go after the U.S. title, bring it, hustle, loyalty, respect, boo-doo-doo-doo, and then he's going to get the shit beaten out of him by Shinsuke. Shamo, I think, will have a program with Cena again. I could see it, but it's on like the tail ends, just to reference the fact he beat Cena first for his first WWE championship. I could see it happening. I'd like to see it happen. Seth and Cena, I think it will most likely happen, but it's on like the tail end of that just because of their history. Roman and Cena, 1,000% see happening. Like, I really see it happening over AJ and Cena. Like, I mean, come on. This guy, face of the company versus face of the company, passing the torch moment. Like, come on. That has to happen. Because Cena got it for Rock, which they already, to be fair, they already had their, like, torch passing moment. But he can officially retire him, where, technically speaking, Cena retired Rock, Rock retired Hogan, Hogan retired The Business. Alright, let's move on from that shitty joke. And last but not least, Solo Sikoa, aka him and Jacob Fatu represented. I believe it will most likely happen. They're going to have an in-ring segment at least, and I need to see Jacob versus Cena just because of, like, the history of Umaga versus Cena. And I think that'd be a nice little throwback to that, just to kind of pay homage to Cena's career. It'd be awesome to see. Alright, here's the list I got. Why don't you tell me what you would have done differently? Because I know for a fact I probably would have put Shawn Spears up on the could possibly happen one, but if I'm going to eliminate all NXT, I'm going to eliminate all NXT. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.